It's good, homies. We're live from sunny Boyle Heights, California. We're actually live from the Heart Center, which is a loft that me and some friends have to really foster a tribe, to really foster a sense of community. We have this 3,000 square foot loft space, and we plan on doing a lot of really badass shit with it. And I'm really looking forward to where this goes because it's going to be completely new. No longer are we following anyone else or anyone else's beliefs on where this reality is going. We've got our own kind of ideas about it and what we want to do to help and be of service. I'm Mark, and I am a recovering codependent, drug addict, narcissist. But most importantly, I am awareness in the service of love. It's really, those old things are really my ego, me. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today, is that there's a war going on inside of me. Suckers, a fucking war. I mean, it's like Bhagavad Gita type shit. War is going on inside me. And I'm winning. For the first time in my life, I'm winning this war because I know the rules. I know what's up. And really what's up is staying in the present moment all the mother loving time. When you're in that present moment, I finally gotten to the present moment where I've quieted the chatter in my mind completely. I didn't think I could do this. I didn't think this was possible. At the very least, I thought I would have a running commentary of the voice in my head saying that this is what silence is. This is what silence is. And then actually getting rid of that commentary was a huge step. Then you are just in this really blissful place, really interesting place. Your senses, your sensory input is just picking up on things without comment, without judgment. You're not really thinking about the past anymore. I mean, you're not thinking about the past anymore. You're not worried about the future. And you're in this really blissful experience. And I'm now putting in the reps to get here more often, to win this battle all the time. Because when I'm in this state of existence, when I'm in this place where there are no thoughts, all that energy that is in my body then starts moving to my heart. And for the first time ever, man, I've had this like warm, glowing experience around my heart chakra. And I can only assume that this is what love feels like. Whereas before I was just thinking I knew what love was. So that's pretty badass, honestly, super badass. I'm really thankful. I'm really grateful for being in this place. So now it's just this battle to win, putting in these reps, clearing out my mind all the time, so all the mother loving time. And when I'm doing that, like I said, this energy moves into your heart, and that's where your intuition is. That's where that's where we're supposed to be living from, not our heads. When we're living out of our heads, you know, that means we're in fear. And when we're in fear, our body is, all these fight or flight responses, stress hormones are going on. This is what is causing us to get sick, in my opinion. And when you turn that shit off, when you're able to live in your heart, your body just heals itself. Think about, like, if you cut your finger, you don't have to think about your finger healing itself. You just put like a Band-Aid, some Neosporin on it, and that shit fixes itself. Well, this is like our bodies in general, but we're in such a state of stress and such a state of fear that we can never get to this place. But when we do, man, our bodies just heal themselves. That's just one of the, like, many things that I'm starting to realize what happens when you live out of your heart. And the more I experience these things, the more I will let y'all know what's up. Because right now, it's still a battle. Right now, it's still like, fuck. Okay, I'm thinking something, I'm commenting something, get that shit out of there. These are things I tell myself. Go blank. And when I do, it's not a commentary of, oh, this is what blank, this is what empty feels like. Quite the opposite. It's a feeling. I can feel what it feels like. My heart is more engaged, I guess would be the word, when it's like this. It's a feeling, not a thought. It's a feeling. And that's pretty badass too, from somebody that, was very difficult or impossible to feel any of my feelings up until recently. So feeling all this pain, all this shame, all this shit that I've been going through for the last 2 years and on my spiritual journey, or 3 years, has really gotten me to the point of being able to let go of all that negativity so I could be in this space. And I'm not going to say it's going to take this long for everybody, but the journey is well worth it. And what else are you going to do with your life? So the more I have this heart chakra engaged, I know the more things, intuitively, the more of the things are just going to start happening in my life. It's really a Taoist principle of do by not doing. So I'm excited. I really am excited about where my life has turned, because I never thought I would ever get here. Honestly, you keep reading about these experiences that people have, and they kind of are breadcrumbs to show you the truth, to show you your path of how other people experience this, and to know that I too was on this path, but reaching these breadcrumbs was still far from me, or I hadn't yet. Because if these things are not your experience, they're not your truth. You can't read about spirituality or spiritual awakening in a book and also have that spiritual awakening. It doesn't happen like that. It's not your experience. Your experience is then just reading a book and hopefully getting, in doing so, it's not a bad thing. You're getting information on what it looks like, on what people's, best practices were in getting to that next level. But then you got to do the work yourself. And that's not easy, but it's fun. The results are super fun, for sure. I mean, I really hope that people tuning into my experience doesn't take them forever. Maybe it takes them a much shorter time to get to a place of love. But I guess I really can't be concerned with myself about that. It'll come when people are ready. Some people are faster than others. But I digress. There's still a battle raging on inside of me, and I'm winning it. I'm super stoked to be winning this thing. Because, like, that's one of my goals. That's my whole goal, probably in this existence, was to get this far. And now I'm starting to experience it, just the very beginnings of it. Whoa, super stoked. So the way I would say that to be in the present moment all the time is to try to get rid of that chatter. However it is you can do it. For me, it's really in the understanding of I am not my thoughts. I am the observer of my thoughts. And sitting in that seat of awareness all the time. Can I let my mind go blank for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes? And knowing that any thought that comes up is not me. That is my ego. 100% my ego. And my ego is a thing I'm trying to get rid of in its entirety. You know, doing all this inner child healing work, you kind of bring all of your broken pieces of yourself together to form a whole ego. And once you get that, you got to get rid of it. That's the next step. So I got rid of that, or I'm working on getting rid of it. And it's really clearing that chatter out. You can feel it. You can go longer. You can go a minute or 2 minutes, 5 minutes, like I said. And then to really kind of anchor that in there, feel gratitude. Feel what gratitude feels like. Don't think you are in gratitude. Feel it. And for me, that really anchors in that present moment, really anchors in the mindfulness. So there's a war going on inside of me, like I'm saying, and I'm winning that sucker. Finally winning that sucker. I'm so thankful, so grateful for this journey, for everyone that's helped me. It's not been easy for myself or for others, I know, but I appreciate everyone, and I love you, and thanks for letting me share, and thanks for letting me be of service.